Hello everyone, in this lecture I'm going to give you an overview of the Jungle Scout product database. I'm going to kind of show you how to use it, what we use it for, why we use it, and how we're going to incorporate it into our product research. How we do our product research method I will cover in a different lecture, but I just wanted to go over all these different features now so you can watch this lecture and you'll understand what I'm going on about when we crack on with showing you how to do product research using Jungle Scout and the other tools that we have available in this course. So let's start with what the product database is. Right at the top here, you'll see we have 9 Amazon marketplaces. Now you can pick any of these marketplaces, and what Jungle Scout has done is they've taken all the products from each of those marketplaces and compiled them into this enormous database of, I don't know how many millions and millions and millions of products it must be. But why they've done it is when you go to Amazon and you look at Amazon and you think, oh, okay, I've got all these products, say silicone oven gloves. We've got all these products. A lot of them have got reviews, and we can kind of maybe get a rough guide on how it's selling. Maybe you're using a plugin, a Chrome extension or something like that, like the Keeper plugin. But you're still kind of looking at a website that's designed for buyers. Amazon are not presenting any data for us as sellers. It's really just to get people to buy the products. Even the Keeper Chrome extension is designed for buyers, as it's designed for people who are tracking the prices on products so they can get the best deal over time. So it's hard to be able to make an educated decision on what product you should get shipped over if you haven't got all the information you need. Enter the product database. Basically, Jungle Scout have taken all these products and they're presenting it in a product database that we can then go through, sync up with our product criteria, be it the one that I've suggested in this method that I'm showing you, this product research method, or your own product criteria. You have your own circumstances. You may have a load of money. You may have a lot more space. You may be really interested into electronics and you're not scared of that sort of thing. You may already have relationships with factories or whatever over in China. So that criteria is flexible to the individual. I suggest a criteria that's for a beginner, a newbie, someone who has no experience in this and is basically just looking to get started. As like I was when I started getting going with this. I just needed a simple product I could get over and start moving quickly, that wasn't going to break, was easy to ship, was small, was cheap, had a good margin, all those things. I needed that to fit that criteria, and I feel that's what the majority of people will be looking for when they come into this kind of business model. So with that in mind, we're going to go into the product database now, and I'm going to kind of show you what sort of filters and metrics we have here that I use, and I'll show you how that affects the database results underneath, and that will be pretty much it. That'll give you an overview of what and why and how the database is here. And so then when we go into the product research method, you will have a good idea of what you're letting yourself in for when we get cracking with this. So as I just said, you have 9 marketplaces under here. So whatever country you're from or local to within these marketplaces, that's probably where you're going to start selling first. Not necessarily. A lot of people like to get their product straight into the States because it's a huge marketplace, Amazon.com. So maybe you want to go with the States first and research the products in there and use them as part of your product database research, or Canada, or whatever your preference is. My preference for this particular lecture is I'll stick with the UK. Good old Blighty. Underneath the marketplaces here, we have categories. Now, some categories are going to be a better fit for our product criteria or your product criteria than others. So I'm going to click through and I'm going to give a brief explanation why I'm selecting some of these categories and why I'm not selecting some of them. The first one under here is automotive. I normally select automotive as a category search, and I also select car and motorbike with the aim of looking for accessories like car mats or dog holders for cars or something like that. Dog holders, something like that anyway. Baby I don't normally go near because it's kind of baby food or nappies or diapers, as they say in America. We don't really go near that. But baby products like toys, rattles, chairs, maybe things like that, that's definitely something I get involved with. Beauty, I tend to stay away from. Anything that's like a cream or something like makeup or anything like that. It's chemicals, putting it on your face. I'm not really into that. That comes across as too much risk to me. It gets a bit complicated. So clothing, too competitive. Computers, moving parts, not interested. Computers and accessories like mouse mats, things like that, yep, we can be in with that. Mouses even, I'd maybe even go for, would be something to think of, but obviously that's going to be quite competitive. But maybe some sort of computer stands, laptop stands, things like that are worth looking at. DIY and tools, always good, very simple. You can hammers or whatever, screwdrivers. Tools are good to ship, and you may be able to find something that's quite niche within that category. Electronics, no, don't go near electronics. Electronics, photo, I don't touch. Garden and outdoors, again, tools, things like that. All sorts of things you can have outdoors, indoors. Very, 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 very broad category, that one. I like it, and there's a lot of good products that I've seen in there, which I would, if I had an unlimited fund of money, I'd be shipping loads in garden outdoors. Grocery, again with food, no, it's not really something we're into. Health and personal care, I don't go near that. Home and kitchen, again, same with like garden outdoors, loads and loads of products, utensils, all that sort of thing you can bring over. Jewellery is extremely competitive. I mean, off the hook competitive. I used to sell a lot of jewellery, and yeah, I'd advise just staying out of jewellery altogether. Home and kitchen, again, lots of good stuff there that can be sold. Loads of like accessories and stuff that for the house that looks really good. Large appliances, no, we don't go near that. Lighting, we will go with lighting because you can get some sort of lighting stuff that is pretty good and pretty decent. There's a lot of LED lighting and things like that. That's kind of cool. Luggage, I tend to stay away from. Musical instruments, no. Musical instruments and DJ, no. Office products, yep, we like office products. PC and video games, no. Pet supplies, yes, we'll have that. Shoes and bags, no, it's too competitive. Software, that's not us. Sports and outdoors, definitely. That's a great category as well. We like a lot of that, what goes on in there. Stationery and office supplies, again, yes, lots of good stuff in there. Toys and games, we'll go for that, although it can be quite competitive, but there are, on the UK and the smaller marketplaces, there is a lot of opportunity still in toys and games. And watches is very competitive as well, even though I would love my own brand of watches. It's something I stay away from. So that's kind of a great starting point. Obviously, this is not set in stone. You can play around with these, and there's going to be ideal products, say in computers or electronics or any of these. There might be some accessories and things that you can find, but this is probably like a good framework to go off, and then you can just play around with different categories and see what you can find. Moving over to the right, we have the filters. Now, going back to our what makes a good product lectures, the minimum we're kind of looking for, I suppose, is about £20, which is about $35, $40, say in there. That'd be about right. You can have a maximum if you so require. So we were saying that it was about £150 maybe would be about a maximum, but I just keep the minimum in here for now so I can get a good bunch of results to show you guys. Okay, moving further down, we have estimated sales. Now, we did say that we wanted a product that's selling really well, so I want it to have at least 400 sales a month. And the last metric I want to put in here is reviews. I want there to be a maximum of 60 reviews. So recapping on this, the price, I want it to be a minimum of £20. So then nothing under £20 is going to come up in my results. I want it to be selling 400 units a month or over, and I want it to be no more than 60 reviews on the products, so I know I can compete with them. Moving over to the far right here, we have the product tier. Now then, you can pick oversized or standard. Bearing in mind, Amazon charges you more, obviously, for your products to be oversized. Once they get to a certain size, they go into the bracket of oversized. And you can deselect those if you want to and just have standard, or you can just select both. I just select both, but it's entirely up to you on that one. Moving further down, we have the seller. Now you can pick, do you want Amazon, products that Amazon sells in your results, fulfilled by Amazon, which is kind of like us guys doing FBA, and fulfilled by merchant, that's people who are kind of shipping from external locations. I normally select these two. I don't mind competing with Amazon listings. I think that a lot of Amazon listings are pretty crap, if I'm being honest. They're not very good at all. I think a lot of people do the Amazon vendor program, and Amazon buys products off of them in bulk and then just throws them up all over the place, but doesn't really take care of the listings. And I feel you can compete with them if the listing is shoddy, which a lot of them are. But ideally, it's something that I if you can avoid it. So you don't have to. So you can deselect Amazon if you want and just have these two, or you can just select that one and see what you get. You might be able to select that one if you don't get the results you want with these filters or with the filters you've checked. You can then select Amazon and see if you can get any product listings up there. And if they're not very good and there's little competition, then you may still have a chance there. Underneath that, you have keywords. Now, the one here, you can have keywords in there that you really fancy and you really like your main keyword. If you're searching for like a specific category, say you're searching specifically in kitchen and home, and you're looking for a specific product or product area, product niche, you can put your main search keyword in there. In the same time, you may have something that might skew your results, so you can add a keyword in there to be excluded. So if you've got, I can't even think of an example, God, but yeah, if you have a keyword that you think would skew your results, then you can put it in there and it will exclude it. Results per page, I normally go for 100, and we'll click search and see what goes on. So here are the top results for the filters and metrics we just entered above. So at the top here, it's worth noting you can export all this to a CSV file and print it out or move it somewhere else or send it to your mates or whatever you're going to do. You can do that up there, and it also gives you the total results. So we've got 97 products from the UK marketplace that fit our criteria. Going down, we can have a look at different ones. We've got a Build-A-Bear stuffing station. So if you're into toys, would that fit? I'd say it would. The price is £24. That's in our price range. Amazon gives you the net price here after fees. So after the fees, you'd be getting £19.28. That's obviously after you've got to put your shipping in there from China or wherever, and the unit cost as well. It gives the weight, it gives the reviews. The reviews are an average of 3.7 and there's 36 of them. It gives the rank, which looks like a very healthy one. The number of sellers, so this is a branded product, Build-A-Bear, I've never heard of it. But there's 36 people on this listing selling this product. But maybe it's something that you could start your own bear stuffing station, I guess. The listing quality score is 49, not very high. The estimated monthly sales is 765 sales, and on the month they're doing just shy of 19 grand a month. Not too shabby just for this one listing. So is that an idea? Is that something you can look at? Possibly. It does fit your criteria. It's not going to damage. It looks pretty light. She looks pretty pleased with it. So you can consider that product a possibility. Moving down, we've got the 360 pieces Magic Tracks Car Glow in the Dark Racing for Kids Amazing Racetrack with 2 cars. This does look like a private labeled product. It does look like these guys have just got this in from China. It looks like a great toy, to be honest. This is not beyond the means of anyone to do this. They're selling it at £28.88. A net after Amazon a finish with you of £22.78, and it's not got very many reviews at all. And good lordy, aren't they making some sales? So there you go, 944 sales a month, just over £27,000 a month off of this. And this sort of thing you can get imported in. You can get product packaging designed on this. This is a very, very doable thing to do. So yeah, there you go. There's a great idea of what to look for right there. Moving further down, we have the, Pro USB rechargeable bike light set. So this certainly fits our product criteria. I mean, they are lights, so there is some kind of moving part in there, I suppose, but it's small, light, quite robust. It's waterproof. It's going to be pretty easy to ship. It has 25 reviews here. It ranks high. Listing quality score is quite high, but it's definitely something you could add to a short list. Moving further down, what are they? Flute polycarbonate. Polycarbonate, are they like champagne glasses? Let's have a quick look at these guys, because I'm curious. Ooh, great product here. Not too shabby. So these polycarbonate white flute 12-pack glasses, an excellent option here. Doing very well. $24.99 for 12 of them, and I'd imagine you'll probably be able to get those shipped over rather cheaply, and that's a great option there too. Going further down, what we got? The Cambridge Mask Company anti-pollution mask, military grade. Why does it need to be military grade? But it is. I'm not sold. Yes, so it's a washable respirator for people who don't want to breathe in like fumes from cars or brake dust or anything like that. Excellent product. Very within the product criteria. Maybe you need to get those filters right. It's a bit of a concern. You don't want to start like letting people down and them still getting poisoning if the filter's not working. But I'd say there'll be factories in China that would deal with all that sort of thing, and you can certainly try it out. So these masks are a good option as well. And I can sit here all day. I missed over this bike cover as well here. B-Way bike cover, heavy duty waterproof, bicycle dust rain cover indoor. Perfect product for us. $22.99. They're selling 600 of those a month and making just shy of 14 grand a month on a bike cover. That'll fold up into a little bag. You get hundreds and hundreds of them in a good box. Perfect product there. You notice that I'm missing stuff here. The Barbie convertible. Barbie's a brand. I don't know what it is. It's a toy. You can't really do that. A fresh air purifier cleaning system. I don't really think so. Seems like a lot of moving parts. Cockroach killer, gels, poisons. Nothing really there for me. Canon is a brand. Christmas decorations, Halloween projector. Ooh. Projector spotlight, waterproof thing. That might be worth a look. It's seasonal. I'd have to say that, but it's all the seasons because it's. Is it? Oh, let's have a look. Let's have a look at this one quickly. This is product research, guys. This is pretty much what I do. So these guys have got a projector that sticks. Oh, right. It kind of sticks in the ground and projects ghosts and ghouls and all sorts of things up onto your side of your house, and Christmas stuff as well. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, very interesting product. Quite like the look of that as well. So this is how we do it, guys. This is how I do it. I go around and I basically click on these. See, view on Amazon. I click them and I'll get a whole load of tabs up the top here, and then I'll open up the Chrome extension and I'll go on from there. But we will cover that in a later lecture on the product research method. So that's pretty much it, guys. I'm sure you can see the power of the product database. It is super awesome, and we've not even gone off the first page here, and we've already got a load of potential products, and I'm not even supposed to be showing you the product research method. I'm just supposed to be showing you how to use this product database. So I hope you like this lecture, and I hope now you can kind of understand what I'm going on about with it. I really advise that you kind of go through here yourself, pick another marketplace, change around these categories, play around with these filters because they're awesome, and dig in yourself and try and have a good go at this, and see what you think, and you will quickly realize the power of this tool alone. It's just truly amazing. I love it. So yes, I will see you guys in the next lecture. Thank you for watching.